I was born in Russia into a very unusual family. My mother was Jewish, and my father was Armenian and an Orthodox Christian, but I never lived with him. I was raised solely by my mother in a household completely disconnected from religion. Later on, during the Soviet Union era, most of my relatives became communists. They didn't practice any faith. In fact, sometimes they leaned toward atheism. It was confusing. The spiritual atmosphere at home was inconsistent. When something good happened, they would say, "Thank God." But when bad things occurred, they would say, "There's no God." These contradictions left me in a constant state of confusion. I never practiced any religion, and sometimes I even said, "There is no God," although I never truly believed it deep down. Despite the confusion, I had this natural feeling inside me. I often thought, how can 90% of humanity believe in a higher power, and I belong to the minority that doesn't? I would look at my hands and my body and wonder, I didn't create myself. Someone must have created me. Even at the age of 10 or 11, I would think to myself, there must be a God. But I kept living in ignorance, doing whatever I wanted without following any belief. I eventually moved to New York to study pharmacy. During my final year, my life was a complete mess. I felt depressed and hollow inside. I tried to fill the emptiness with alcohol and reckless behavior, but that only made things worse. At the college, there were a few Muslim students. One of them was a young man named Hassam. At the time, I didn't know much about Islam. All I knew was what the media said, that Muslims were terrorists. Hassam told me he had a hard drive with a video titled, "Why You Should Become a Muslim," narrated by a Jewish man who had converted to Islam. He asked if I was open to watching it, and I said, "Sure, why not?" Later, he gave me another video about a Christian man who had become Muslim, someone who had been a bishop at just 14 years old. I used to travel from Brooklyn to New Jersey regularly, and traffic was always heavy. I decided to use that time to listen to the videos. I was deeply moved by what I heard, especially about the core Islamic belief in one God. It brought me a kind of peace I had never felt before. It was comforting, like a mother holding her child. I said to myself, no matter how I'm living now, this is the truth. I have to live by it. About 3 weeks later, while driving alone in my car, I remembered the speaker saying, "If you believe in God and accept Muhammad as his final messenger, all you have to do is say the Shahada." So I did. Right there in my car, I said, "Ashhadu alla ilaha illa Allah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasul Allah." That was it. I was Muslim. That moment changed everything. Alhamdulillah, I've been a Muslim for 25 years now, and I've never been as happy as I am today. Islam made me a better person. My family still loves me, but they struggle with some of my practices, like not hugging male relatives. I told them, this is part of who I am now, and they need to accept it. In the beginning, prayer wasn't difficult. I started reading books, learning Al-Fatiha, and everything I needed to perform Salah. The hardest part for me was giving up pork. I grew up eating it, but God replaced it with turkey, and that helped. The hijab was even more difficult. I always knew it was an obligation, but it took me 5 years to wear it. I was too embarrassed by how people might look at me. I kept asking God to give me strength. One day, I looked in the mirror and said, people should be ashamed of showing their bodies, not me for covering mine. I went to work with the hijab on. Everyone was shocked, but I wore it the whole day and never took it off again. Now it's part of my identity. I'm proud to be a Muslim woman. When asked what it's like to be a Muslim in Florida, I say I've never been afraid. I believe everything that happens is written. I just have to do my best and live righteously. Even the challenges lead to something good. People at work often ask me about Islam, and I use those moments to explain the truth. Some say Muslim women are oppressed because of the hijab, but that's not true at all. I lived a life without hijab. I used to wear bikinis to the beach, but I never felt as free and confident as I do now. The hijab protects me from heat, stares, and unwanted attention. It gives me dignity and peace. A woman's beauty is a treasure. It's not for everyone to see, only for her husband and close family. Looking back, I see a huge difference between my life before and after Islam. Before, I had no direction. I was depressed. Now, I have a purpose to worship God and live for something greater than myself. There's hope now for both this life and the next. To anyone watching or listening, especially those searching for the truth but afraid of their family's reaction, remember this: your family won't be with you when you die. You will stand before God alone. Don't let fear stop you. If you believe in God and in His oneness, and you believe that Muhammad is His messenger, then say the Shahada. The rest will follow, step by step. Respect your parents, yes, but your loyalty to your Creator comes first. Don't wait, don't delay. If you're feeling the truth in your heart, embrace it. Say it. Islam saved my life. It gave me peace, purpose, and strength. And it can do the same for you. I know. Many people won't understand my decision. Some called me lost. Others said I betrayed my roots. But deep inside, I feel more found than I've ever been. Islam didn't erase who I was. It completed me. It gave me answers that science couldn't. It gave me peace that success never brought me. When I open the Quran now, I feel like it's speaking to me. Every verse touches my heart. Every prayer brings me closer to the one who created me. Yes, I lost some things along the way: friends, comfort, even my old identity. But I gained something far more precious: truth, light, a connection with my Creator that fills every empty space inside me. If you're searching like I was, don't be afraid. Ask, read, reflect, and most importantly, listen. The truth is there. You just have to open your heart to it. This is my story, and I share it not to impress anyone, but to show you that guidance is real, and it changed my life completely. Alhamdulillah for the gift of Islam.